Welcome to English Stories for Listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you genuinely want to be fluent in English.
Improving your English can be a fun and rewarding journey. Today, I want to share with you some simple and effective ways to get better at English. I will also tell you some stories that might inspire you on your own path to learning English. When I first started learning English, I was very nervous. I didn't know many words and I was afraid to make mistakes. One day, I decided to watch a movie in English. The movie was about a young girl who wanted to become a singer. She faced many challenges but never gave up. Watching this movie helped me in two ways. First, I learned new words and phrases. Second, I felt inspired to keep trying, just like the girl in the movie. One important thing to remember is that practice makes perfect. When you practice English every day, you will see improvement. You can start with simple activities like listening to English songs or reading short stories. For example, I used to listen to an English song every morning. I didn't understand all the words at first, but I enjoyed the music. Slowly, I started to recognize words and understand their meanings. This daily practice helped me a lot. Reading is another great way to improve your English. You can start with easy books or stories. When I was learning, I read a book about a boy who finds a magic stone. The story was exciting and kept me interested. More importantly, I learned many new words. When you read, try to understand the context. If you find a difficult word, try to guess its meaning from the other words around it. This method helped me build my vocabulary. Speaking is a very important part of learning any language. It can be scary to speak in a new language, but it is very helpful. Find a friend or a partner who is also learning English. You can practice speaking with each other. When I was learning, I found a friend who wanted to practice English too. We decided to meet once a week and talk only in English. At first, it was difficult and we made many mistakes. But with time, we became more confident and fluent. Writing is another skill you need to practice. Start by writing simple sentences and short paragraphs. You can keep a diary in English. Write about your day, your feelings, and your plans. I remember when I started writing in English. I wrote about my trip to the mountains. It was a simple story, but it helped me practice using new words and sentences. Writing regularly helped me improve my grammar and sentence structure. Watching English movies and TV shows can also help you improve your listening and speaking skills. Choose shows with subtitles in English. This way, you can read the words while listening to them. I used to watch a TV show about a group of friends living in a big city. The show was funny and easy to understand. Watching it helped me learn how people speak in everyday situations. I also picked up new phrases and expressions. Joining an English class or a language club can be very helpful. You will meet other people who are learning English, and you can practice together. I joined a local language club where people from different countries came to practice English. We played games, read stories, and talked about many topics. This was a great way to learn and make new friends. Using online resources is another effective way to learn English. There are many websites, apps, and videos that can help you. You can find lessons on grammar, vocabulary, and pronunciation. When I was learning, I used an app that had short lessons on different topics. The app also had quizzes to test my knowledge. Using this app every day helped me improve my English. It's also important to set goals for your learning. Decide what you want to achieve and make a plan. For example, you can set a goal to learn 5 new words every day or to read 1 book a month. When I was learning, I set a goal to write a short story in English. I worked on it every day, and after a month, I had written my first story in English. Setting goals kept me motivated and focused. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Mistakes are a natural part of learning. When you make a mistake, you learn something new. I remember the first time I tried to order food in English. I made many mistakes, but the person at the restaurant was kind and helped me. Each mistake taught me something new, and I became more confident. Surround yourself with English as much as possible. Change the language settings on your phone and computer to English. Listen to English radio stations and watch English news. The more you expose yourself to the language, the faster you will learn. I used to listen to an English news channel every morning. It was difficult at first, but I slowly started to understand more and more. One day I met a woman who spoke English very well. She told me that she learned English by talking to herself. At first I thought it was strange, but I decided to try it. I started by describing what I was doing in English. For example, I am brushing my teeth or I am cooking dinner. Talking to myself helped me practice speaking and think in English. It's also helpful to learn about the culture of English-speaking countries. Understanding the culture can help you understand the language better. For example, I learned about different holidays and traditions in English-speaking countries. This made learning English more interesting and enjoyable. Find what works best for you. Everyone learns differently, so try different methods and see what helps you the most. Some people learn best by listening, others by reading or writing. I found that a combination of methods worked best for me. I listened to music, read books, wrote stories, and practiced speaking with friends. Be patient with yourself. Learning a new language takes time and effort. Celebrate your progress no matter how small. When I learned my first 100 words in English, I felt very proud. Every little step brings you closer to your goal. I hope my stories and tips inspire you to keep learning and practicing English. Remember, learning a language is a journey, and every step you take brings you closer to your goal. Keep practicing, stay motivated, and enjoy the process. You can do it. Keep a positive attitude throughout your learning journey. When you believe in yourself and stay motivated, you can overcome any challenge. I remember feeling discouraged when I couldn't understand a difficult book one was reading. Instead of giving up, I reminded myself that learning takes time. I kept reading, even if it was just a few pages each day. Slowly, I started to understand more, and my confidence grew. I participate in online forums and discussion groups. There are many websites where people from around the world discuss various topics in English. Join these discussions and share your thoughts. This will not only improve your writing skills but also help you learn how to express your ideas clearly. I used to be part of an online book club where we discussed books in English. It was a great way to practice writing and to see how others expressed their ideas. Learning English idioms and expressions can make your language skills more natural and fluent. Idioms are phrases that have a meaning different from the individual words. For example, "It's raining cats and dogs" means it's raining very heavily. Learning idioms can be fun and adds color to your language. I remember learning idioms by reading a special book dedicated to them. It was fascinating to learn these unique expressions and use them in conversations. Use flashcards to memorize new words. Write the English word on one side of a card and the meaning or translation on the other side. Go through these flashcards regularly to reinforce your memory. When I was learning new vocabulary, I used to carry flashcards with me everywhere. Whenever I had a free moment, I would go through them. This constant review helped me remember the words better. Take advantage of language exchange programs. These programs pair you with a native English speaker who wants to learn your language. You can help each other by practicing both languages. I once joined a language exchange program where I helped someone learn my native language, and they helped me with English. We had regular conversations, which greatly improved my speaking and listening skills. I listen to English podcasts. There are many podcasts available on various topics, from news to storytelling to educational content. Choose topics that interest you and listen to them regularly. When I started listening to podcasts, I chose ones about travel because I love exploring new places. Listening to these podcasts helped me learn how to talk about travel in English and kept me engaged. And English-speaking events in your community. Look for events like book readings, poetry slams, or public lectures. These events provide an opportunity to listen to native speakers and practice your language skills. I used to attend a monthly poetry reading event at a local library. It was a wonderful way to hear beautiful English and meet people who were also passionate about the language. Remember that consistency is key. Even if you can only dedicate a few minutes each day to learning English, it will make a big difference over time. Set aside a specific time each day for your English practice. When I was learning, I made a schedule that included 15 minutes of reading, 10 minutes of listening to a podcast, and 10 minutes of writing in my journal. This daily routine helped me stay on track and make steady progress. If you have access to English newspapers or magazines, read them regularly. They provide a wealth of current vocabulary and help you stay updated on global events. I used to read an English newspaper every Sunday. It was challenging at first, but I learned many new words and improved my reading comprehension. I also enjoyed discussing news articles with my friends in English. Use a dictionary and thesaurus regularly. Whenever you encounter a new word, look it up in a dictionary. A thesaurus can help you find synonyms and expand your vocabulary. I had a small pocket dictionary that I carried with me. Whenever I came across a new word, I would look it up immediately. This habit helped me learn and remember new words effectively. Learn and practice English grammar. Understanding grammar rules helps you construct sentences correctly. There are many resources available, such as grammar books, online exercises, and apps. I used an app that provided daily grammar lessons and quizzes. Practicing grammar regularly helped me improve my writing and speaking accuracy. Travel to an English-speaking country if possible. Immersing yourself in an environment where everyone speaks English forces you to use the language in real-life situations. When I had the chance to visit an English-speaking country, I made the most of it by talking to locals, asking for directions, and ordering food in restaurants. This experience boosted my confidence and helped me become more fluent. Learn to think in English. This might sound difficult, but it's very effective. When you think in your native language and then translate, it slows you down. Try to think directly in English. Start with simple thoughts like it's a sunny day or I need to buy groceries. As you get better, your thoughts will become more complex. I started by thinking in English about my daily routine. Over time, it became a natural habit. Use language learning games and activities. There are many games designed to help you Learn English in a fun way. For example, word puzzles, crosswords, and language apps with interactive games. I enjoyed playing a word-building game on my phone. It was not only entertaining but also helped me learn new words and their spellings. Find a mentor or tutor who can guide you. A mentor can provide personalized feedback and help you focus on areas that need improvement. When I was learning English, I had a tutor who corrected my mistakes and gave me valuable advice. This personalized guidance was incredibly helpful. Engage in English immersion days. Dedicate a day where you only use English for all your activities. Speak, read, write, and even think in English for the entire day. I tried this once a week. It was challenging but very rewarding. Immersion days forced me to use English in different contexts and improved my overall proficiency. Create a study group with friends who are also learning English. You can meet regularly to practice speaking, discuss books, watch movies, and help each other with difficult topics. I formed a study group with 3 friends. We met every Saturday to practice English. It was a great way to learn together and support each other. Use social media to connect with English speakers. Follow English language pages, join groups, and participate in discussions. This exposes you to everyday language use and keeps you engaged. I followed a few popular English-speaking YouTubers and joined a Facebook group for English learners. The constant interaction and exposure to new content helped me stay motivated. Listen to English audiobooks. Audiobooks are a great way to improve your listening skills and enjoy stories. Choose books that interest you and listen to them during your free time. I listened to an audiobook of my favorite novel while commuting. It made my travel time enjoyable and helped me improve my listening comprehension. Keep a vocabulary notebook. Write down new words and phrases along with their meanings and example sentences. Review this notebook regularly to reinforce your learning. I kept a small notebook where I jotted down interesting words I came across. Reviewing it every week helped me remember and use those words. Attend English workshops and seminars. Many communities and online platforms offer workshops on different aspects of the English language, such as pronunciation, writing, and public speaking. I attended a pronunciation workshop once. It was very helpful in correcting my accent and improving my speaking clarity. Practice shadowing. Shadowing is a technique where you listen to a sentence in English and then immediately repeat it. This helps with pronunciation, intonation, and fluency. I used to practice shadowing with English news broadcasts. It was challenging but improved my speaking skills significantly. Remember, learning a new language is a marathon, not a sprint. Enjoy the process and celebrate your progress. Each new word you learn, each new sentence you speak, is a step forward. Keep going, stay positive, and you will see remarkable improvement. In conclusion, improving your English involves consistent practice, exposure to the language, and a willingness to make mistakes and learn from them. Use a variety of methods, find what works best for you, and stay motivated. Your journey to mastering English will be full of exciting discoveries and achievements. Keep learning and you will succeed.